Reaching St. Augustine means wading in waist-high waters. Much of this town flooded as a storm surge pours into this coastal community.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
I have not. 26 years of living here, I have not seen anything like this.
Matthew battered Florida with wind and rain, but in St. Augustine, it's this storm surge that's bringing this town to its knees, just as many officials fear.
We are very concerned about storm surge, and the worst effects are still likely to come. The storm surge is going to be significant, 10 feet plus waves.
Overnight, Matthew blasted in with a bang. Transformers exploding through the night.
Power crews doing their job.
1 million without power today. This relentless storm snapping trees and ripping apart homes.
We're still on the front end of this hurricane. We're not on the back end, so we don't know how bad the damage could end up.
The winds aren't just violent, but they're blowing in every direction. In these conditions, it is difficult to stand. The gusts feel like they're upwards of 100 miles an hour.
After blasting South Florida and battering the Caribbean, with hundreds dead, most of the victims in Haiti, Matthew, now a Category 2, is sweeping its way towards Georgia and the Carolinas, with waves like these crashing into homes. Florida's governor is urgently requesting food, water, and generators from FEMA. At least 4,500 flights have been canceled.
I'll be following up with more trauma teams.
At Halifax Health in Daytona Beach, everyone, including pets, ride out the hurricane together. While the storm has yet to pass, for Scott Levy, the damage is done.
How devastating is this for?
It's pretty hard.
The roof in his Cocoa Beach jewelry store is broken, but his spirit is intact.
We will rebuild. We'll rebuild.
Back in St. Augustine, the time for saving homes and businesses has now passed. Now it's a mission to save lives.
Unfortunately, the water here isn't yet receding. The rain is only making this flood waters rise even more. There is some good news. Police have been through this area, and they say so far there have been no injuries. Lester?
Miguel Almaguer, thank you. Al Roker continues to track every moment of this storm for us. Al, where's it headed now?
Well, it's headed to the Georgia-Carolina coast, Lester, and again, as you can see, it is barreling in pretty quickly. And just because it's a Category 2, it can still do a lot of damage. 40 miles east of Jacksonville Beach, 110-mile-per-hour winds, moving north at 12 miles per hour. By tomorrow afternoon, it's along the South Carolina coast, maybe making landfall in Charleston, continues out past, a little further past the North Carolina coast, where there could be a lot of damage as well due to storm surge. The areas of purple and blue are the strongest winds from Brunswick, Savannah, Charleston, on up into Myrtle Beach Saturday. Sunday, we get into Wilmington and the Outer Banks. A lot of problems there. The storm surge continues Flagler Beach to Savannah, 6 to 9 feet above high tide. From Savannah to Cape Fear, 5 to 7 feet. And we've got flood warnings and flood watches stretching from Norfolk all the way down to Brunswick. 15 inches of rain possible. Some areas may pick up even more. But, Lester, I cannot stress enough, even if this does start to weaken, it can still do a lot of damage. And the most damage and death happens with that storm surge. Lester?
All right, Al, thanks very much. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.